Aloha. Welcome to episode number 1, the very first podcast, Gigs and Obes. Aloha, Obes. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, Christina. How are you?
Oh, phenomenal. You know me, living the dream. I live in paradise. It's so gosh darn beautiful here in Big Island, Hawaii. So, my first question on our first episode, because you've certified me through the work. How did you get involved?
So I simply got involved when somebody played the sound bowls for me. Maybe just one bowl when I was doing in a shavasana, which is a deep relaxation after you do a yoga session. Something not typically offered anymore in the quote unquote yoga size. I call it yoga size because I don't really think it's yoga anymore. The yoga size world of yoga, where they don't really like the whole point of the yoga is to get to this shavasana and go into a deep relaxation. All the energy that you put forth is to set you up for that. And nowadays, most people only give you maybe a minute doing that, sometimes two, but usually I would do a minimum of 10. And and then when you're in that point of deep relaxation, that place of deep relaxation, and I heard this sound bowl, this vibrational bowl, and when I was in that super deep state of relaxation, and these vibrations kind of washed over me, I went to a cool place. I don't know. It's not like I could ever describe it, but there was like a big shift in my sort of my consciousness, and I liked it a lot. And so, because it was so impactful for me, like it was a very cool experience, I decided I wanted to have other people have that experience. So that's basically how it started. That's like a lot of people they get into yoga and they want to do yoga teacher training. And the reason they want to take the teacher training is, number one, they want to know more about it, but primarily they probably want to share that because they did yoga with somebody else. They probably want to be able to maybe help other people have the same kind of experiences that they had. And so that's sort of how I got into sound bowls. I wanted to share the experience because I thought it was so cool.
Right. So, where did you get your certification?
I went to Nepal, and they offer classes. Um, what they do is they have like a little scheme where they offer free sound baths, and then people come, and they like it so much, and then they decide, oh, I want to learn how to do this, and so then they offer a course, and you pay for the course, and then after you pay for the course, then you're going to need a set of sound bowls. Then you buy the sound bowls. So I got certified by this guy Ajahn in Nepal. He had a nice little studio, and he's the one that taught me.
Like, what would you suggest if somebody's going down the sound therapy route and really wanting to get certified in this work, because it does make a difference in people's lives, the vibrations and things like that, um many times that I've done sound baths for people, just even holding the bowls over the body and just aligning the chakras makes a huge difference. And I'm just grateful. So thank you. Thank you for certifying me in the work, because it really means a lot and bringing a lot of healing, in Big Island. So thank you.
You're welcome. So when you took that action,
Yes.
in other words, you went and paid that sound bath for somebody else,
Yes.
right? Call them bad because typically uh, you don't know what the result of the action you take is going to be. So I don't want to say, oh, this is healing, or this is that, this is this and that. It's just the person's going to have a direct experience of whatever's going on in that moment, and just allow for it without any expectation. So, but when we've done sound baths, you and I together, some of the ones that I thought were a bit more significant, like they're always good,
Right.
but but I thought the one when we went to that to those women that were grieving the loss of sort of the patriarch of the family, the father who had she had his ex, I mean his wife there, his daughters, his daughter's daughters, a friend, and this particular when somebody you care about dies, you go into a state of grief, and we just brought the bowls and we just gave them a sound bath, and it wasn't like they were like, it's just like that cloud of grief that's over you, and you kind of want to process it somehow. And so because we did the sound bowls, somehow just that action created enough space of joy and clearing that when they were done, they felt completely different. And
Mm.
I was taken aback by how powerful it was for that particular kind of situation. And it just gave people a chance to kind of not have that cloud of grief, right within themselves, right in their cells. It created a clearing, and I thought that was extremely amazing in that situation. Other situations where I thought it was pretty impactful is a lot of times people, like in our Western culture, are so we're all so wound up. Even when we're wound down, we don't even know what down, completely unwound is. We really have no concept, because we're all wound to the nth degree anyways, especially on the mainland. And and then when we relax, we're not completely relaxed. We're just less wound. And and so what the sound bowls provide is the space for people to have a nervous system reset. So we've done them. I remember one I did, and we typically end our sound baths and in some places, and we don't. We'll pick up and leave, and people can, if they're in a really good place, they can just lay there. And lots of people just fall asleep. They just get so relaxed that they're completely out of it. And this one guy, he was out for 2.5 hours
I
after we.
remember that. Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, and he himself was blown away by the whole experience himself. And this guy was a special forces guy,
Yeah.
and he himself was blown away by, you know that he was literally gone for 2.5 hours. He had no clue.
Yeah, I remember that. That was big.
So yeah,
That was the day that I was like, this is definitely, I'm going to continue with this practice because I mean, when I look at things in life and, I know we talk very extensively and very deep, we have very deep conversations together, but one of them was, when people rest and they sleep, when the body sleeps, it rests. And that's when it awakened my enlightenment of like, this is the direction I want to shift towards, creating the to be sanctuary and things like that. Because where can you go to actually get rest? To honestly, phone off, a computer, no dog, no cat, no nothing. Just you, just sleeping and actually getting a good night's rest. You know what I'm saying? It's how much percentage of Americans uh, don't really experience sleep. And I don't know. I mean, internationally, is that the same case?
well, I think if you're talking about people with sleeping issues, you're talking of. I think if you just simply Google it, you would find out that 17 to 25% of the adult population have sleeping issues.
Yeah,
So so that's huge. And if you really, really think about the importance of sleep, some people, and I'm one of those people, but like when you get a good night's sleep, it's almost like it almost surprises you,
it's
because
almost,
it's so rare. And really, we set the conditions to have a good night's sleep at any time, every night. And because when you have that good night's sleep, it affects how well the day goes the following day. Like like how your energy is, how you how just this like calmness that's about you because you had such a beautiful night's sleep that it just the whole quality of your life from that throughout that next day is improved immensely, no matter what you come up against. And we don't spend enough time, focusing on what that actually means and how relevant that is. We spend a lot of, yeah, we'll go exercise, we'll go to the gym, which is actually part of sleeping as well. You need to physically have some exertion in your on a daily basis that helps with sleep. But we'll take, I'm gonna eat really well. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But really what we should be first thing we should be doing is how can what are the conditions I need to have I like to say a good night's sleep.
Good night's sleep. Why is the difference between rest and sleep?
Well, because a lot of times you can just rest without sleeping. Just like like sleep is a whole different idea than rest. Rest, you just take it easy for a bit, go lay on the couch, I'm going to rest. But sleep is you just completely go out. You shut down, you dream, maybe you don't dream, whatever, but your body goes into this place where it's sleep, it's not rest. And a lot more things happen when you're sleeping because just think of a time when you were just maybe just trying to rest. Okay, say you just sit down and stuff, and all of a sudden you fall asleep, and then you wake up 20 minutes later, an hour later, 2 hours later. You don't even know that you didn't even know you fell asleep, but because you were gone for that period of time, and you wake up, if you really pay attention to the quality of how you feel after you had that deep sleep, generally it's a very, very positive quality. So, so what we want to do is we want to appreciate how important that is, and then find out a way to make that part of our daily life. And so somehow the bowls bring people to those deep places where something shifts, and they get to that calmness, that deep relaxed state, that you know not relaxed state, not rested state, but a deep relaxed state, a deep slate where they shift into this other paradigm of being a human being. And they usually really like it, and then usually because of it there's a lot of other things that might happen. Sometimes buried memories come up, sometimes um different insights come into a person's
Oh,
mind.
yes, definitely. Like that one singing bowl one that we did, and that lady was just crying, and I was like, "Wow, this is healing. Like, this is bringing out all these pent-up emotions, and people are able to let go." And I think that right there is when, being able to let it go, right?
Well, people again, I don't like to use the word healing with it because I don't want to set up any expectation. I just want people to take the action and just notice what happens. That's all. I just offer a sound bath. And when I offer it, I always say it's not me, it's the bowls are where the magic occurs. It's the sound, it's the vibration. And the sound is what you hear, vibration is what you feel. And so we're just sort of facilitators, but the bowls are really, without the bowls there's no action. So the bowls are really the stars of the show. We just all we do play, and when you play a bowl, quite frankly, there's nothing to it, but it's all intuition. There's no there's a bit of a format to how it goes, but the actual striking of the bowls and the combinations and the different combinations of different bowls and stuff like that, it's all intuitive. It's never the same. It's all about the intention of the people playing the bowls to kind of just help the bowls resonate over and around and through, the people that are receiving. But there's no, like, I'm not the magician, I'm not special. I'm just the person that's playing the bowls. That's it.
Wonderful. So if anybody's interested in getting certified,
If you want to order singing bowls from Nepal,
email us at the email below, and we look forward to hearing from you. Leave a comment down below, hit the notification, thumbs up, and if you are already subscribed, please subscribe. If not, but if you have subscribed, thank you, because it really helps us build this content. My name is Gigs, a hui ho. Until we meet again.